It's been more than a month since the new City Hall in New Hope opened its doors. The city knocked down the old City Hall last month. Reporter Pafui Yang takes us inside the new facility and shows us some of its unique features.
Alongside New Hope City Hall, you'll hear the sound of construction echo as crews work to develop sidewalks in a parking lot.
We officially moved in and opened for business on July 1st of this year.
City officials say although the work zone will remain over the next couple of weeks, it shouldn't stop you from coming inside the new building.
And it is a big contrast. You know, everything in here is fairly clean and put together. The outside will mirror that soon.
Byzie says the new City Hall is about the same size as the old one, but it's more spacious and allows more natural lighting.
Overall, just a much more modern place for people to come to work as well.
The new facility also has some of the latest technology, including hearing loops.
They'll actually, for people who have hearing loss, they can actually connect their hearing aids directly to it, so it's feeding a stream right into their hearing aids if they have such devices.
New technology also allows the council chamber to get better audio and visuals during meetings.
The reaction for anyone who's come in here is just wow. I mean, people, it's so night and day compared to our old City Hall.
While it's unclear when construction will wrap up, Byzie hopes everyone knows the city appreciates their patience. In New Hope, Pafui Yang, CCX News.
And construction continues for the future swimming pool, which will be located next to the City Hall. The pool is scheduled to open next summer. July 20th marked the 50-year anniversary of the historic Apollo 11 moon landing. The anniversary reinvigorated Americans' interest in outer space. But for a New Hope man, that love affair with the galaxy is ongoing, and it brings him to some unexpected places around the Twin Cities. When most people make their way to the Animal Humane Society in Golden Valley, it's with the intent that they'll find a new pet to bring home.
Well, I think we'll go up there.
But Scott Peterson isn't like most people.
Yep.
He's here for a reason some might consider as weird.
It's not weird.
Correction, for a reason that's unique. You see, Scott is here to get onto the building's rooftop and sift through piles of dirt with a powerful magnet.
So this is just my my magnet that I use. Sometimes they use it for like a fishing magnet, but then you see that stuff collects on the end of it.
The stuff he's collecting with that magnet isn't just regular dirt. Specifically, he's looking for micrometeorites.
They're so small, like you can't.
In other words,
you can never actually look at them and find them.
Magnetic specks of dust from outer space.
They're usually around 0.2 to 0.4 millimeters, so they're really, really small. Like if you take a dot at the end of a pencil and put that on a piece of paper, that's roughly the size that they are.
This exercise has become somewhat of an obsession for the stay-at-home dad who served in Iraq and Afghanistan.
They're so beautiful.
So far, he's found nearly 1,000 of the microscopic space pebbles, making him one of the world's preeminent micrometeorite collectors.
I mean, these little pieces that I find are billions of years old. Sometimes they're older than the Earth themselves.
Yet something so tiny has paid off in a big way. Scott now has a full-blown exhibit dedicated to his work at the University of Minnesota's Bell Museum. The exhibit is called City Stardust, Micrometeorites in Our Own Backyard. Visitors can learn about the collection and examination process. They can see micrometeorites with their own eyes, and they can check out large-scale images from Scott's collection.
It's a passion point for the Bell Museum to be able to put this really amazing work on display, because we want more people to be engaged and to understand that science is for everyone, and if we all take a little time and look a little bit closer, we can make some really interesting discoveries together.
It remains to be seen what we can learn from micrometeorites.
There's a lot of interesting science. We don't know too much about them so far. There hasn't been a lot of research.
The unanswered questions are one of the reasons why Scott goes through the painstaking task of scouring local rooftops.
I can fill this bag up.
Assuming the businesses grant him access.
If I have articles to show them, they can see that I'm not just some guy that wants to go on the roof and, I don't know, do whatever. So
the work done by this guy on the roof could one day help answer some important questions about our universe. and in the process, help to inspire other people to discover their inner scientist.
I don't know where it'll take me, but hopefully somewhere interesting.
Scott says he hopes to one day write a book about micrometeorites. Meanwhile, his exhibit at the Bell Museum runs through September 8th. It's part of a year-long celebration of space science to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the moon landing. Volunteers continue to make progress in restoring Robbinsdale's Graeser Park. Members of the Robbinsdale Lions Club call the restoration effort a marathon, not a sprint. It's been going on for about 10 years now, with volunteers slowly revealing what apathy and time have hidden. The park was built in 1939 as a works progress administration project.
The hopes is to really bring it back to where people can come back down here and have picnics. I mean, that is just the absolute universal hope. There's a lot of people that want to see the water restored back in the ponds and see that that's running. But I really want to see picnic tables back down here, and I really want to see people being able to come back down and enjoy a roadside rest.
Graeser Park contains rare beehive fireplaces. Volunteers also helped restore the only other remaining beehive fireplace in the country, that one in St. Louis Park. For more information on the Graeser Park effort, go to our website, ccxmedia.org.
Many local families are thinking back to school. For athletes in fall sports, official practices get started Monday. At all of the high schools in the area, including Osseo, athletes must be officially registered through their athletic offices before they're allowed to participate in practice sessions. Most of the work can be done online now, but as Osseo Activities Director Bill Kwan says, there are still some things to keep in mind when it comes to fall sign-up.
There's a few things that trip people up, and the first one is that fall sports actually start before school starts. So this year, like August 12th is 3 weeks before school, so we do have a lot of kids come in that first day of school looking to sign up for sports, and we're 3 weeks in and sports have already had games. The other thing that trips them up is making sure we have that updated sports physical. A lot of families going for that well child check, just a regular checkup, which is not necessarily a sports physical. The big thing is when they go in and register, there's a red flag. They can't register. It's either their physical is not up to date, their son or daughter forgot to turn in a chemistry book, for example, so there's a fine or fee on there, so they're trying to scramble and figure that out so they can participate on that first day of practice. So definitely questions coming in all day long.
A little bit low.
Families in District 279 can sign up for sports online through the district's fee pay portal, which is also used for other school-related fees. An impressive group of professional and college hockey players are skating in the Beauty League this July and August. 2 players from the Northwest Suburbs are part of the fun. The Beauty League is a big hit with fans, and it turns out the players really like it too. Former Hopkins and Gopher star Travis Boyd, now with the NHL's Washington Capitals, and Christian Horn, a Plymouth native and former Benilde standout who is in the East Coast Hockey League, are having a blast.
To be honest with you, it's a lot of fun. It's one of the things I kind of look forward to during the week. You know, with training, skating, doing all the skill stuff, it's kind of hard to find a place where you can play some games in the summertime where it's up-tempo. Guys are skating, they want to win, you know, they're where they are because they're competitive.
It's kind of amazing that it took so long to get something like this going. When you look around the, you know, the Twin Cities areas and just see every summer how many pro hockey guys are just living here or are from here, and to go out here and they're good skates, they're high quality. And
Horn, who just turned 26, has played 4 seasons of minor league hockey after playing at St. Lawrence. Boyd, who is 3 months younger than Horn, has established himself with the Capitals and already achieved a big milestone.
Been up in the NHL the last year and a half, and obviously I got to be a part of the Stanley Cup run, and I got to be on the ice and hoist the cup up above my head, and I mean that's any kid's dream, and for me to be able to live that, you know, I really do feel like I'm living my childhood dream every single day.
You know, things have been going good. I'm excited. You know, heading back to Norfolk, Virginia, play for the Admirals there, and see if I can get a call up or two there. Just still trying to put the puck in the back of the net. You know, things get a little tougher the higher levels you go, but still a lot of fun. It's been an absolute blast, and you know, I still hope to be playing for quite a few years.
The Beauty League is fun and a good workout, but it serves a couple of other purposes for Horn and Boyd too.
You know, for a guy like me who's trying to work his way up in the pro hockey world, when you're playing against NHLers and doing all that stuff, it, you know, it sets the bar. It gives you a measurement, kind of a measurement tool to see how you're doing. And
I played in Hopkins growing up, and I had a group of about 10 or 20 Hopkins kids came out here tonight, and I saw them as I was walking in and got to introduce myself to them. And you know, everyone that's skating in this league was a kid just like them at one point too. So I think it's cool for kids to see you know, pro hockey players. And
the preparation for another season starts soon for Boyd and Horn. Skating in the Beauty League is a great send-off. There are games Monday and Wednesday this coming week at Braemar Arena in the league, and the playoffs are August 19th and 21st. That's all for sports.